So after we have finished this step, let's go to step 20, which is display the S curve of the project cost for the project through the activity usage profile. So get back here and click on activity usage profile. This is activity usage profile, and this is the S curve. So here it shows you this is the cumulative cost of the project, and this is the cost per day, as you see. So this is the since the start from Thursday as we started here until the end and Thursday as well. And this is the S curve, the cumulative project. You can also show it using activity usage spreadsheet. So it shows you here. You can zoom in the cost per day. So it's 280, 130 for this activity or for this WBS. So for this activity by fence material, and this is the other activity, and so on. So you can show it. That's the S curve, called the S curve, as you see, and this is the activity usage spreadsheet. Now let's go to step number 21, which is adding the overhead cost to the project. And to do so, we need to create an activity, which is called overhead, and assign the overhead cost to it. So how to do this? We're going to just add another activity. I'm going to call it overhead costs. And this activity, as I told you before, won't be of task dependent type. It will be for of level of effort type. So what I'm going to do is I want to show the activity details here. So I'm going to click here, or you can click on view, show on bottom, and then details, like this. So I'm gonna change the task dependent into a level of effort, as you see here. And then what I'm going to do, or the level of effort activity should be linked to the very first activity in the project and the very last activity of the project. So I'm gonna click on predecessor and assign to the very first one, which is the start of the project. And I'm clicking on the successor. I'm assigning to the last one in the project, last activity, which is uh, ready for competition, as you see here. And then click F9, look at the over the level of effort activity schedule. It goes all the way. So that means it's an activity that starts with the project start and ends with the project end. So that is adding the overhead activity, the overhead cost as an activity. The thing is, I need now to assign the cost of this overhead activity. So to do so, we are going to create another resource. So let's get back to the resources. And by the way, the resources, you can go to them by enterprise resources. These are the resources, and then I'm going to add another resource. I'll call it overhead, or make it OC, overhead cost, and then this is overhead cost resource. I'll call it labor, and it was $8 per day. Next, or no, it was wait, let me yeah, it's $8 per day. That when the 8 hours per day, that means $1 per hour. So I'll get back to here, make it one. Next, next, next. Landscaping, finish. We are good to go here. Let's change the hierarchy key. Then get back, assign, go to resources or an overhead, add the resource. Here I'm gonna show all resources and then double click. Here we go. So we have $88. That's the overhead cost through the project because we have 11 working days. So it's 8 times 11. That's the $88. So add the overhead cost to the project, which is $8 per day. Let's see how this will change the resource usage profile. So, the activity usage profile, or the S curve. So this is the new S curve after adding the overhead cost. So we are done with adding the overhead cost. Now we need to display the following fields in in the columns area. So that's Primavera. Then let's move this to the other screen. Right. So this is the columns area, and I'm gonna right click columns, and I will search for the columns that the ask for. So we need the budgeted labor cost. Here we go. And material cost. Here we go. And total cost. Here we go. These are the costs of the project. This is the labor cost. We have 718, and the material cost is 270, and that's the total cost, which is the labor and the material cost altogether. So this is the step number 22, which is adding the budgeted cost of labor and material to the columns area.